Right everybody, today's video is going to be all about my racing journey so far. So I guess if you're watching the video, you're either into bikes, racing bikes, watching bikes, anything like that. So might be applicable to you, and hopefully this gives you a little bit of insight into racing if that's something that you want to do in coming years. I would like to begin with a thank you. I've been doing these videos now for coming up to a year. I just want to say thanks to everyone that's watched the videos, subscribed to the channel, put comments on. It all means a lot. Thanks to everyone else that's obviously been supportive of me, trackside, you know, friends, family, all of that lot. Little Rufus for being good at the trackside. So far I've entered 3 race weekends. First race weekend was with Bemsey in the Rookie 600 class at Donington National, and then the last 2 race weekends were Donington GP and Cadwell Park. Big worry for me was getting my race licence. It's actually really quite easy. I went along to the Bemsey race school back in, I think it was 2019, which is just sort of a half-a-day course. You have a morning classroom session with a little test at the end. As long as you can remember something that's happened half an hour ago, you'll be all right. And then it's a little on-track assessment. Basically, can you use all the revs on the bike, use the brakes, lean the bike, and you're happy with other bikes around you? Can you demonstrate that you can do a race start? And there you are, race licence through the post a few weeks later. And then I went and got booked on for my first race weekend at Donington National, which is a circuit that I've done, not in the national layout, but it was good. I think my biggest apprehension about the weekend was whether I'm going to get through scrutineering, and actually bike sailed through. I think if you have a look at the ACU handbook for your race class, you get done what they want, then there's going to be absolutely no reason why you're not going to get through race scrutineering. One thing that I didn't really know about was your helmet. So your helmet needs to be within 5 years of manufacture date before you race, so I had to get a new lid, but otherwise it's pretty straightforward. Typical race weekend will run Saturday, Sunday. With that you'll get 1 or 2 qualifying sessions depending on what club you're with, and 4 races per class. You can also opt in to book for practice on a Friday. Some clubs do a full day only, some clubs do half day. You all want to know about the race finishes, don't you? And wasn't anything to write home about. Probably qualified within the back quarter of the grid and finished there, or maybe thereabouts, a little bit higher up. So certainly in the back third, which is, you know, I'm pleased with that, considering when I started I was an intermediate track day rider. But the positives I'll take from it is it's good experience, and there's improvements by chunks of time. I'm talking 2, 3, 4 seconds from Friday practice all the way through to the last race on the Sunday. And did I crash? Yeah, I crashed. If you've been watching the videos for a little while now, you know that I crashed at Donington in the rain, and I crashed at Cowboy on Friday practice. First one at the crash of the weekend, thank you very much. And I was bothered about the crashing. Who isn't? But actually, if you go there prepared with the right stuff to repair the bike, fiberglass kit, spare levers, spare lever guards, nuts and bolts, you generally turn a bike around in an hour or two with a bit of help, which is, you know, the time in between races. Any bits that I fell short of, or didn't, you know, any bits that I forgot to bring with me, lucky that there were people around in the paddock that were like, yeah mate, have this spare lever guard, no problem. The big elephant in the room is obviously the cost of racing. It's bloody expensive. I think everybody knows that. But with no limits this year, a race weekend, full race weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, cost me 400 quid or there or thereabouts, and that's including transponder hire as well. That's not obviously taking into account fuel, so I think I got through about 40 litres of fuel over the weekend. Whatever that costs in money now. Food, travel to the circuit, and a little bit of beer money. Plans for 2022 then. I think I need more track time. So my last race weekend, yes, it was a track I didn't know, but there was about 6 seconds between me and the next group in front, and that's quite clearly issues with my riding and nothing more. So I can't blame the bike for that, I'm afraid. It comes down to me. So next year, more track time, and I'm hoping to invest in myself and James Whittam Trackday training. Hope the video's answered your questions about racing. I had a few reservations for sure before I started. I was worried that I wasn't quick enough and that I would be kind of miles behind everybody else. That's partly true. But also worried like whether the bike could get through scrutiny or anything like that. And again, that's quite evident that it doesn't really take too much preparation to get that through. And then I was obviously worried about the crashing, but as I said earlier on, as long as you go prepared with the right kit to repair the bike, you'll be okay. So hopefully that's, you know, if it's something you're thinking about, then I think you should go ahead and do it. Yeah, get out and do it. Ride those tracks that you watch, the BSB or even, you know, World Superbikes or whatever. Get out and ride the tracks. Go and walk the tracks in the evening, learn them. It's a brilliant experience. And there is a race class for everybody, so don't think you've got to ride an R6 or whatever. You know, you can ride a 250 MZ 2-stroke if you want, you know, or an old retro 400. Anything all the way up to Ducatis, or, you know, anything as close to a superbike. There's something for everybody in every single budget. It's a long winter between now and the first track day, so if there's any other content that you want to see, any bike jobs, fitness stuff, whatever you want. Let me know in the comments and I'll try and make it happen for you. Otherwise, thanks for your support in 2021 and I'll see you next year.